Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys again for joining us on our channel. We're about to make some scrumptious jet micro fish, so stay tuned to see how we made it. Okay, we're gonna go right into it. We have our jet micro can. We use 2 cans because I have a household total of 4. You can decrease that quantity if you have less people in your household, but hey, you may have a big appetite. I will notate it does, of course, have a fish smell because it is jack microns, you guys. But when I tell you that it's gonna taste bomb D, believe me. We're gonna go right into the next one. And as you see here, I am going in and I'm taking out the bones. I have heard, even from my own mother, that she leaves the bones in. Hey, I don't know. It's just the thought of the bone. You know, I don't know. I don't want to get choked on the bone, you know. May not get choked on the bone, but some people do leave the bones in. I'm going to go in and take mine out, as you see here. After we get done taking out our bones, which is optional, we're gonna go to the next step and we're gonna just, what would you call this? Smash it up. Now you don't want it to be mushy. You don't want it to look like, you know, pulp or, you know, something unappetizing. We don't want to we just going in and just kind of taking the pieces down from big to kind of like a medium size. That's what we're doing. So yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, next we're gonna go in and add our ingredients. We're gonna start with the acid. I need a tad bit of that, and I will notate that I did not measure. Don't get mad at me. I'm so used to cooking without it measuring. Got our dill next. So I did measure, you guys. I will try my best to put it down in the description box. We have our time. So therefore you can get an idea. Unless you have a eye for how much I'm using, that'll be awesome. We got our black pepper. And we're going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Then we have our sea salt. I normally use pink Himalayan salt, but this was the first one I grabbed, so we're going to use that and make sure it's seasoned really well. Now we're going to go back into stirring it up, making sure we get all those scrumptious ingredients that we put inside of that. So therefore it will not taste just like canned fish. It's going to taste like something scrumptious once we proceed on with the steps to get it how it's going to look on the plate. After we've done stirring it up, we're going to go in and add our onion. Now everyone has their preference how they cut. I cut mine up on this size. It's normally smaller than this, but I just went with this size because I love onion. If you're a person that don't like onion, you may want to cut yours up real fine, diced, teeny, insy, bitsy. And after we get that, we're going to stir it up again. And once we get to stirring it up, we're going to take our lonely egg that's been sitting over here waiting for something to be done with it. And we're going to put that in there. I will say, I know we got some awesome egg crackers out there. Hey, kudos to you. But y'all, you know, hey, y'all get to going crazy and all of a sudden you got eggshells everywhere. You don't want to be feeding other people in your family eggshells. So make sure those egg cracking skills come into play when you crack this one egg, because one egg is going to matter. We're going to go in and we're going to stir that egg up in real good with the remaining of the ingredients so it could start to form. Stay tuned. And next we have our flour. You guys, you're free to use whatever flour. I mean, there's no specific brand, but this is the brand that I use. I use this for making my dough, for making cakes. This is the hands down brand of flour that I use. Hey, if you have your favorite brand and you would like to share it, please put it down in the comment section so I myself can see what other variety of flours are out there. There's some that may be better than the one that I feel like is good. But yeah, just let me know down in the description box. We're going to go right in and we're going to sprinkle a little bit. Once again, I did not measure, but whoever has a good eye in for an eye to count how many tablespoons of flour I put in, kudos to you. Because I'm really not even counting while I'm doing the voiceover. I'm really not. But yeah, we're going to go and sprinkle that in there. We're going to stir it up. Alright, then we're going to grab some of the Jack Macaron and we're going to roll it up like a ball, like so. And then we're going to pat it out. Alright, after that, we're going to check on our grease to make sure it's hot enough. As you guys can see, all the onion I put in there to make sure the grease was hot enough. And we're going to go in and we're going to start adding our patties one at a time. And I will note that you do not want to smother your grease by overcrowding your grease with Jack Macaron. So for the size pan that I have, I put about 4 in there, as you see, and that's about as much as I put in there. If you have a bigger skillet than I do, just know how to utilize its space and not smother it, so therefore it could cook thoroughly and give you that texture and that look that we're going to be looking at and looking for coming soon. Once you have all your Jack Macarons in your skillet, allow them all to cook so we could get ready to taste the scrumptious Jack Macarons that they're going to be. And while they're cooking, let's go over to our rice and see how our rice is doing, because that is another thing on our menu that we're going to incorporate in this dish. There may be some people out there that don't know how they make orange rice without food coloring. Well, Earth.Medicine is here to show you. You just add turmeric. And if you would love to know how we made this scrumptious rice, the link will be down in the description box for you to go check out. There is a video thoroughly detailed on how we came up with this no starch rice recipe. Now we're going back and checking on our scrumptious Jack Mackerel in the grease to see how they're turning out. And this is how you want it to look. Oh my goodness, they look so delicious, as well as they taste it, because I got a chance to taste it and I would love for you guys to taste it as well. That's why we're finna go in and prep the plate. And we also have our scrumptious rice along with our black beans, and there is not a video for that yet. I will be making a video on how I made the black rice. We're gonna go in and add not one but 2 Jack Mackerels, and then of course we cannot forget our gravy. I know that wasn't a video either, but trust me, it will be a video on how I came up with the beans and the gravy recipe. Oh my goodness, look at it. It looks so delicious. I can taste it again, and I've already ate it. I want you to be able to eat it as well and enjoy this recipe that we've shared with you guys that we ate. And we also have something else we would like for you to see, so stick around until the end.
This is 92.2 GLWWR, sponsored by Earth.Medicine. If you have a product and would like for it to be featured on this YouTube channel, hit the link down in the description box.